Fence in as AAA will walk up across the map. They have found Fnatic. They're going to come into this fight, and there we go. The battle will start. Demacia is yelled. Linak in front, going to take some damage. Momo already blowing up PK, and Linak actually living right here. What will the damage be? Soa's in the front. Soa's going to take a lot of damage. Wow. Will not quite yet die. Momo getting blown up by Shushe. That will be a kill, and that's a looks like 2 for 1. Yellowstar getting away. Linak no health. Kuja quite down as well. Shushe going to land the W, missing the Q, but Ash lands a slow. Can Kuja fall? Minions are in the base as well. Looks like they're just going to stop and go for the inhibitor instead. Cyanide will face tank this turret. The team is nearby. PK is dead, but there are 2 dead opponents, and the rest are healing. So they're going to get this turret. They're going to move on to the inhibitor. They have super minions in the base. Turrets are low. They're going to get the inhib, and they're going to keep moving forward. 4v3 in the enemy base. Jonah will shield the turret. They're just going to jump onto this turret right now. Cyanide FI taking the damage. He's going to be okay with this. 1 turret is down. They're going to back off for now. Linak taking a lot of damage from Ash. 300, 300, 300 damage. Crits are out there. That was 1 turret dead, 2nd turret dead. Fnatic going to win the Season 1 championship if they can hold on. This Nexus will go down. Congratulations to Fnatic winning the Season 1. GG.
GG indeed.
Well played.
Showing strong, able to come out, having to use a sub in the beginning because of delayed fights, and still keeping their composure with We Will Failure, and then getting XPK as
failure.
Everything is sealed for TPA except the Nexus right now. It's just a matter of executing. They have to stay together. If they don't get picked off, if all 5 of them just push together with elixirs and with the 6 super minions, they should be able to finish off those turrets. They just have to wait for Mistake to come up, and they have to ensure this victory. 1 step away.
1 step away. Zubufrost, the OGN Summer Champions, 2nd place in spring. Will they be 2nd place in Season 2 finals? They were the powerhouse coming into this one, and Taipei Assassins have shocked the world, taking down Moscow 5. Will they take down a Zubufrost? 18-6 up, massive gold advantage, 9-3 in turrets, and they're just getting poked left and right. Wound dodging away from Lil Balls there, but there is super minions coming in. They are on the final Nexus turret poke, and Shy is getting dropped already. BB ultimate 3-shot barrage going across there, and that's going to be Cloud Temple ultimate across, but he didn't even manage to catch on to a Stanley. There's the Lulu ultimate, but it's not enough. There is no damage coming out from a Zubufrost. Taipei Assassin to do no, the shockwave pulls in Cloud Temple. BB picks up a kill on Chase there. Shy goes down, Mad Life getting skipped. Oriana picks up another kill. Taipei Assassins are the Season 2 World Champions. They picked up $1 million and the Summoners Cup. They are victorious. What a fantastic sight.
Real performance. The backdoor sweep by Taipei Assassins, lost the first one and then took total control, and really across the board for them. Toys beating Rapid Star in every lane. Mistake and BB just crushing this entire tournament. They proved not only in their team fighting, not only with their coordination, but individually, they're the best players and the best team in the world.
Absolutely, and you know, 2nd place is not a loss. It is a loss 3-1, but you still get $250,000. But $1 million goes to Taipei Assassins. You can see it on their faces, what a feeling it is. There you guys are on the screens. What a fantastic crowd you've been here in the Galen Center. And honestly, you know, Taipei Assassins came into this one, they went 1-0 down, but they came back 3 games back-to-back, shredded them. Toys in that middle was phenomenal. BB down the bottom, he was amazing. Stanley held his ground against Shy, something nobody in this tournament's been able to do.
And it was just such an amazing performance this entire tournament, coming in with no one expecting them to do much, and they took down the cream of the crop. Najin's Sword looked unstoppable at a group stage. 2-0. Moscow 5 was the favorites coming into the tournament. Lost the first one, crushed them twice in a row after that. Lose the first one against the champions of Korea, and then take 3 games in a row. Stanley, Toys, BB, the whole gang, Erica, the manager, the subs, Colin, and next ABC, everyone on Taipei Assassins part of this victory. Great job by everyone. Well earned Season 2 champions. Cannot believe what we just saw.
In congratulating your Season 2 World Champions, the Taipei Assassins!
$7-2 in turrets, 11,000 gold lead. SK Telecom, they are already etching their name on that cup.
They can smell it right now. They are going to be going for the second inhibitor turret. There's already one down. World doesn't even have 5 people here.
Throws down the slicing Maelstrom, forced to go in, but he was Stranglethorn back. Can they continuously get the fight? Piglet got Chum the Waters on him, and they're now absolutely running for the fountain. This does not look good for Royal.
This doesn't, Crescendo catches all of them. It's a double for impact. They get on the fountain. SK Telecom are just rolling through. The Nexus turrets are potentially going to go down. This could be a 20-minute game for SK Telecom. They will be the Season 3 World Champions here at the Staples Center.
And it was the most impressive victory at the end. SKT is the team that starts slow and finishes even stronger. But they started this best of 5 with a win. And after that, there was no stopping the Korean powerhouse.
SKT Telecom come into this game saying, you know, the Champions Cup would be lonely at home if we didn't bring back another one. So they find the Summoners Cup, and it will be placed in the SKT house right next to their win from Korea.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hype train is real. SK Telecom have won 2 trophies in the space of being together for 6 months.
Yeah, this is almost a new team, and not even say almost, few months of last year into this year.
Sometimes when you have talent come together, everything just clicks. And you could tell for SKT, they definitely have some growing pains in the early game, but when they solve those things, they just seem nearly unstoppable. That last game was under 21 minutes. They had a 15,000 gold lead. It was 12 kills to 2. If they would have played a game 4, I don't know how fast it would have been, because it seemed every game they got farther and farther ahead of Royal.
And while nobody wants to see a 3-0, we have to take our hats off. That was an impressive performance by SK Telecom. They have dominated all 3 of these games. Game 2 was a little bit closer. Game 1 was in the back for SK Telecom, and Game 3, that just didn't even come close.
Yeah.
And now we have our new League of Legends World Champions. Let's welcome to the stage SK Telecom T1.
Guys, congratulations on your incredible run. You faced off against the best teams in the world, and your dedication and teamwork have earned you guys a place in League of Legends history. Now, we are honored to present you with the Summoners Cup. You guys have been absolutely dominant. It's amazing. Guys, here's the Summoners Cup. Let's give it up for SK.
When the opportunity arises for another advantage. You see the entire team there ready to take that advantage. Dandy gonna clear out a pink ward real quick as they just start strangling out the vision of Royal Club here. And they're gonna wait for them to ward up more. That turret goes down and they're gonna be able to start splitting these lanes a bit once the super minions come in. Actually, Dandy just uses that as a front door to get in. There's the Ghost Blade, they hop in. Oh, the Ghost Blade into Shockwave, or rather Rengar jumping into the Shockwave out of invisibility, and that's gonna be huge damage. This might even be enough for the next inhibitor. Kills coming in from Looper as he gets to the backside. As you said, chat, thriving in chaos. Looper doing just that. It's huge, and they may just try to win this one.
The wave are so short. They're short here, but they were actually pushing that super minion wave through, and Samsung White are on towards the Nexus turrets. Look at the damage that they have there. The first Nexus turret is going to fall. Only Lulu really there to stop them. The second Nexus turret fall. They're going to focus in on the Nexus itself, and Samsung White are the 2014 World Champions.
What a sight. Just what an extraordinary world championship Samsung White has had. Dandy's Rengar was such an absolute terror in this final game. For Royal Club, they get their first single victory in a World Championship final, but it's not enough to take down the monsters that are Samsung White.
Absolute titans throughout the entire tournament. The team that drops only 2 games, well deserved to take the championship title here in 2014. And going over to pay respects to Royal Club now. Khan was given the jacket of Dade. He used it quite well throughout these matches, and the rest of the team synergizing just as well to bring out the victories through and through, pushing advantages to the next level and to the championship win.
They were the big favorites coming in. I don't think any of us expected them to come through and be so dominant though. Losing just 2 games, 1 in the quarterfinal, 1 here in the World Championship game. And that trophy right there belongs to Samsung White.
Yeah. If there was ever a doubt, they erased it.
The cup hoisted in front of the home crowd. Pleased with the victory, pleased with the games, and the games were absolutely amazing.
It's gotta feel good being considered the best team in Korea for so long, but never being able to actually win that championship. To come in game 4, 23 minutes and 5 seconds, the official time on that final game. So fast, so crisp, and so sudden the ending. They are the champions. Properly, and they just systematically starve out the opponent. Coup Tigers, last stand, 2 inhibitors down. Here SKT comes.
On the hunt, goes in. That's going to be Hojin in a real sticky situation. He goes down, a full 3-man Gnar ultimate. That's going to be smacked down now. Eyes onto the AD carry, but the support hits. It's going to be Kuro out safely. Prey, however, has to run away from his base. SK Telecom looking to take down the final Nexus turrets. It does not look good for Kuro and his team. Coup Tigers are falling. SKT will be your first ever 2-time World Champions! In an almost perfect run, the emotion on the team being felt. You could see it on Faker's face. An almost perfect run here for SKT. Thwarted 1 game, but come out the victors and get to hoist the Summoners Cup a 2nd time.
Faker, Bengi, and Koma, the repeat champions here. And if Faker's legacy wasn't cemented enough, that last performance on Rise, he made it look easy.
Faker, playmaker. He showed up, especially in the last game, had a good final overall. other members from SKT, we always have to highlight Bengi. In this game, on Elise had a massive impact, but Vang really for me as well as an AD carry. In these fights here, he's never the guy you talk about. When you look at SK Telecom, you look at the big names like Faker, Marin in the top lane. Vang is just consistently always there for his team and doing well.
It's gotta feel good for these guys.
An amazing record throughout summer to the end of Worlds. 53-7. SKT puts up an amazing show.
Now they get to hoist that Summoners Cup. Also, Crew Tigers, you saw them still in good spirits. They had such a tremendous year. But ultimately, this is the year of SKT. 2 LCK championships, spring and summer. Perhaps the most dominant split or total year we've ever seen from a Korean team. And it all culminates with that 13-1 slaughter of Crew Tigers in Game 4.
I think one of the biggest things you mentioned before, gentlemen, is the fact that the slump in Game 3 wasn't even seen in Game 4. They knew exactly how to repair any of the errors and bring themselves right back to the top of the game.
That's when you know it's a great team. When you can lose a game in a best out of 5, but then instantly
Turn it around.
Fix everything, you're ready for the next game.
I can't believe how much restraint SKT has. Just grab it.
As a team, they will do so. SK Telecom T1, your 2-time world champions. An amazing feat that they have performed here at Worlds.
Wave. This would be the time for them to do it.
And it feels like SK Telecom know exactly how to play against Samsung's team composition. The arrow this time goes between the goalposts. Cubase under threat. Deadly flourish as Samsung are under pressure. This is buying time for those super minions to pour in, kick around. Crown's able to flash so he doesn't get caught, but Cubase down.
And it's a war of attrition. They're just waiting for them, wrecking them in a fight.
Duke flashes forward, chomps down to kill Crown. SK Telecom have got 2, make that 3 kills. The curtain call is a fitting end to the World Championship as Samsung Galaxy are being dove under their tower. SK Telecom have overcome every challenge. They are the undisputed best team in the world. The SKT reign continues. They win their 3rd World Championship.
And you better believe the crowd's giving a standing ovation after that one. This was an incredibly hard-fought series. SKT had to earn this one till the very end. The way they played the last 20 minutes of that 5th game was incredibly clean.
What an arduous journey it has been for this team. They had to go through RNG, the Rocks Tigers, and Samsung Galaxy showing up as the final boss for them. So incredibly close.
And this year, I think more than any other, their experience shined through. They were never the best regular season team in the LCK. They weren't even the LCK champions in the summer split, but they are world champions.
They peak when it matters. They prepare for the international tournaments. And SK Telecom had elation as much as relief on their faces at the end of that 5-game series.
And so much respect for the players on Samsung Galaxy. The run that they have made this year is incredible.
Yeah, they're going to be very disappointed because they were so close to that Summoners Cup, but I agree with you, Kobe. 2nd place in the world, and coming into this, a lot of people would think, hey, the finals happened in the semifinals, but Samsung made sure to take it all the way to the 5th game and push SKT to the limit.
One last glimpse of the runners-up as SK Telecom hoist the Summoners Cup, your world champions for 2016.
Series, or does Samsung Galaxy get the comeback in the game to close it out 3-0? Killer on Kuba, he backs off. Mid lane priority right now. I want to see vision because I don't think Samsung Galaxy can see much of that SKT River up there. But they can always pressure mid. Looking at it now is Ambition, getting the slow onto Huni. Shot back by Vang. Kuba's to hold to the front line, and Samsung Galaxy push mid first.
As you can see, the
flash hold left. They've caught Faker. They've got the CC. The mid laner is down. The unkillable Demon King has done just that. As Ruler stays in, life stealing. In the back line, they found more as Huni does not have a way out. Pops to Yolt, but he has no exit route. 2 more autos will kill him down, but he gets to run away. They twitch to their aggro. They knock down Wolf instead. 5v3 in mid.
In the moment of truth, they flash on Faker, and they take out the heart of SK Telecom.
Faker had no flash when the fight started. They knew that, so they used everything to kill him.
A game-winning pick, a championship-winning pick for Ruler. That might be the Flash R that signals the end of the SKT dynasty. There are no turrets. It is 5 versus 3. Huni, do you have what it takes to win the game? Bang certainly does not. Ruler on the Nexus. The upset is complete as the kills come through. The SKT dynasty is over. All hail the new kings. Samsung Galaxy, your 2017 World Champions! What a deserved walkout. The deafening cheers of tens of thousands of cheering Chinese fans. Samsung Galaxy, the only team to ever dethrone SKT at Worlds. They do it on the biggest stage League has ever seen.
And they do it in the biggest way. 3-0 versus SK Telecom. You can see the emotion on the Samsung Galaxy players' faces. That is an entire year waiting to get back to this moment, waiting for the rematch, and they made it count.
Every single player talked about revenge against SKT. They got it. Faker is destroyed.
And now it's relief on the side of Samsung, anguish on the side of SKT. Coma and Faker have won every single Worlds they attended until today. In their second attempt, Samsung Galaxy, everyone on this squad, for the first time ever, gets to hoist the Summoners Cup in Beijing, in the Bird's Nest. And tens of thousands erupt in cheers over the deserved world champions, and what a run they had to take. European champions in their group, Korean champions in their quarterfinal, what people called the best Chinese team in the semi, and SKT, the reigning world champions in the final. Every one of them defeated.
There is no greater achievement in League of Legends than beating SKT in a world final.
It can run them around the map to decrease the potential of this wave, but maybe they're going to meet each other head on.
Broxah wants to go in. He's going to be taken very low, though. IG already looking to knock down that tier 3 turret. Broxah's in some trouble. Has to pop the ult just in case Jackie wants to go crazy. The Shy finds a little bit of damage down at a Caps, but the inhibitor is the target. With Broxah still low, Fnatic can't make their counterattack just yet. Hillesong wants to hang out off to the side, see if maybe he can find something. Caps grabs the laser, but it's Bellon into the back line, looking to find everybody. Here comes your Hextech ultimatum into your Galio ultimate. Ning's gonna be taken low, goes into the stasis. Jackie's legendary. They've already found the kill in Astoas, they've already found the kill in Caps. It's the solo laners down, and IG are pushing for the win. Hillesong is taken very low, and it's still 5 members of the LPL squad alive.
Flash up onto Rakan, the re-engage gets some of the carries. Reckless still alive, but can they keep this game up?
It's an impossible defense at this point. Brox and Reckless versus the world. Reckless goes on a rampage, but Ning is still there pressuring onto the turret with the rest of IG. Reckless is down, Brox is away. IG are on the Nexus. The LPL has never won before, but that will change today. The Crownless are finally king, and Invictus Gaming are your 2018 World Champions.
Invictus Gaming have never won an LPL title, but now they have something no other LPL team has. The Summoners Cup.
See the tears of joy in Rookie's eyes. The Chinese squad here, the LPL squad, able to celebrate a famous victory and cap off a year of domination for the LPL. Some say that year started at All-Star last year. We know that it ends today here with a massive victory for Invictus Gaming. RNG were able to get them this far, and IG were the ones, surprisingly, to cap off this year. The Shy and Rookie embrace. Rookie's first title in 4 years.
For a team that won so handedly in the regular splits and then came up short during the biggest moments, this is vindication. Everything they worked for, everything they did, how far they've come. This is the culmination of all that hard work for the entire team. This has to feel fantastic. This wasn't even a series that you look back at and say, man, what a close one. This is a series you look at and say, IG showed everyone how you play League of Legends in 2018.
Just look at the emotion on stage. Rookie letting it all out. He is the one who committed to the exchange, going to the LPL, 5 years invested in that league, learning the language and climbing up the ranks. Now it's all worth it as he finds a championship back in Korea.
And we see, of course, the Fnatic players accepting the handshakes here in defeat. It has still been an incredible year for the EULCS. 2 teams in the semifinals. Fnatic in the World Finals, first Western team in the World Finals since Season 1. But this day is going to be remembered as cementing China's year. 2018 does go to the LPL, and very, very worthy winners will be Invictus Gaming.
The dream of every competitive League of Legends team now being realized as Invictus Gaming will hoist the Summoners Cup together and claim their victory.
Gotta say, my favorite part about today was that it was very much 5 members of Invictus Gaming, not just the Korean solo laners dragging their teammates to the trophy. Ning was probably the MVP of this series. We'll see where the votes go. That's gonna be a complicated decision. Jackie Love popping off more often than not, leveling up like we asked him to after really being second best to Reckless in the group stage. 5 members strong, Invictus Gaming, reaching their ceilings on the same day, coalesces in these amazing scenes in Incheon.
They've definitely improved over the course of this tournament and looked exceptional today. What a performance.